So this year we're working on DRYFT, and until now most scrubbers have been focused on the small areas like toilet floors, bathrooms, stairs, edges, etc. But we're moving into a new category, which is daily cleaning machines, referred to as scrubber dryers in the market. But we didn't want to just make a traditional scrubber dryer because there's so many companies out there all making the same thing. And as a company, we want to be different, we want to invent the next thing, what's coming next. So many years ago, since like 2015 really, I started thinking, well, how can you make a floor cleaning machine which can scrub and dry 100% of the floor surface? Even if you think about restaurants and coffee shops, if you're trying to clean around the table legs and chairs and underneath tables, etc., there's no machine in the world right now which can do that. How can you make a machine that has no limitations? It's a limitless cleaning machine. So yeah, firstly, that took 4 or 5 years of just thinking how to even make that possible. And finally, one weekend, me and Sam Hill, who's our UK sales manager, he was at my house, and we were having a beer and we were talking about it. And I said, let's go back to the drawing board, ignore all the other cleaning machines, what's on the market and how they work. Because why do cleaning machines on the market right now have limitations? And it's because they all use a circular brush. So straight away, a round brush can't get into corners and it can't get into certain areas. Some machines use a rectangle. So again, this has limitations. It doesn't allow the machine to get into corners and then the squeegee to turn around and pick up the solution. So I noticed very quickly that the reason existing machines have so many limitations is because of the shape. So I thought, well, what about a different shape? And at that point, we were developing shock, which uses oscillation. So I realized that with oscillation technology, you can actually have any shape you want because it's not rotating. If the whole brush is rotating, it has to be round. Whereas if it's doing this motion, you can have any shape you want. And nobody on the market had explored a different shape. Everyone was using either a round brush or a rectangle. So yeah, basically we started off with a V shape, so we just very simply cut out some cardboard and put it on a mop handle and thought, well, how does a V get around? And I was actually surprised that it could get underneath table legs, around the legs, underneath the tables, and it could go down the side of toilets, but it wasn't quite right. So then we started with a curve shape. It improved a lot, we could clean a lot more, but it still needed refinement. And then we ended up, after probably 6 months of trial and error, adjusting the shape, adjusting the width, adjusting the length, adjusting the angles. We came up with DRYFT's unique shape, which is a completely unique shape, not used in the market, never been used before. The shape is not used on anything else in the world. When you see the machine, you're going to think it's just landed from another planet. It looks alien. It's a completely different machine. There's nothing else like it.